Going on here then. Check out the doorway. See if that does anything. Oh, hello. Oh, I'm dead. Hello and welcome to part 7 of the first playthrough journal by me, ForceNailController.com, where I am in the Forbidden Fruits Forest, killing people. Yes, that's right, we're getting past these dirty sods with the Molotovs into the pool of oil and finding our way into this lovely little cave that provides a nice little shortcut so that we never have to go through that steaming pile of awful oily piss again. I also found this cannon a little bit further on, and it's quite a devastating thing. I did my best to avoid it, but as you can see, it certainly killed that guy quite quickly. I was unsure whether or not it'd be like a one-hit kill type thing, but getting up nice and close, well, that let me know. That let me know good and proper. Eventually I got past it. It wasn't hard. Dodging left and right to kill the sword guy that was controlling it. And turns out that you can even have a go yourself. Prime up the cannon. Not quite the same effect. Little spurt out the end. Doesn't really go very far. Pretty rubbish. Found this little windmill on a hill where this guy was residing, so I snuck up behind him to kick his ass. A couple of heavy hits, and then his head exploded and turned into a fountain of snakes, which sort of put me on the back foot. I sort of lost all frame of reference of how to actually move and attack, despite having quite a lot of life. Going through the forbidden forest of fruits, there are snakes. I mean, there are snakes everywhere. You've got these little snake piles, these little amalgamation of thousands of snakes that are all wrapped and coiled around each other, that although slow and a bit rubbish, are still quite devastating if they get up close. Obviously you've got the snake-headed men, and then you've got the giant snake piles, which I ran away from quite quickly. This guy is talking about a place to the right of the Great Cathedral, a place that you will have noticed that I had at the beginning of this video. Yes, that very area. He gives me a little token that will apparently keep me alive, so I'm going to go back there at some point. But for now, killing dogs in cages. That's where we're at, making sure they don't attack me. I found a little tunnel past the caged dogs, which led to a little sort of fairy tunnel thing with a load of bones everywhere, which made me worried that it might be a boss area. So I turned around, and then I found the catwalk where those goddamn Molotov throwing sons of bitches were, and despite getting hit a few times, I got rid of them. I sent them packing, sent them to their graves. Turns out it's a bit of a dead end area, so unless you want to jump off. I went back to that bony cavern, and it turns out it leads down to this poisonous pool. That water there being poisonous. And it's got a few of those giant geezers that are like the ones in the cathedral area. Except they haven't got their axes, so they're a bit rubbish. There are a load of gummy worms everywhere though that just kept jumping at me and nipping at my ankles while I was trying to fight him, which was a massive pain in the arse. So, and obviously you've got to stay on the island because the water around there is so very, very poisonous. But if you get through there, there's a ladder that takes you up into Old Yarnum. It's a bloody long ladder, so I'll prepare you for that. It's a long climb. But when you get to the top, yeah, look, Old Yarnum. You're the other side of the gate. That's the clinic. But it also takes you in a back door into the actual clinic. So I got into the clinic. I thought I'd go and find Isofekaka herself. And after hearing her voice while climbing a staircase, I found her. And when I found her, she attacked me. Because she's a nutty old bird. Crazy old lady. She's got all snakes and crap all inside her as well. But yeah, killed her first time fairly easy. Just dodged the tentacles. And then a couple of heavy attacks. just to knock her around, keep away from her rapier, while basically smashing the crap out of her. Yeah, nutty old bird. Glad I didn't send anyone here to get saved in the end. I'd already sent them to the other one before I found her, to be honest, but good job really, because yeah, she would have, God knows what, she would have murdered them all. In the back of her clinic she's got one of those blue wobbly jellyfish men, which is odd. I was a bit wary, because obviously I had quite a few blood echoes at this point, and I was wary that this thing might attack me with great vigour, but no, jellyfish men, pretty rubbish. So yeah, open the front door, the doors that I spoke to Isofekaka, and yeah, back at the beginning, all the way round, through hell and high water, and I'm back at the beginning. What a pain in the arse. Got myself a new electricity weapon, wanted to go and try that out. Turns out it's pretty rubbish. However, yeah, spent a few insight points in the little undersmurf shop, and what that did is all of these lantern men are back to normal again. He doesn't have the little eyeballs on his lantern anymore. He doesn't do any of the tough stuff. None of the crazy magical crap anymore. So yeah, insight makes the game harder. Good to know. Keep my insight low. Make it easier for myself. Went back to the windmill tower, because I knew there was a little bit that I hadn't explored yet. Bit of a drop off, but it leads round to a ladder that goes up to an area that I hadn't explored. The rafters where all the cogs and whatnot is. You can make your way across, and you come out onto a nice little roof area that overlooks the cannon firing man. So instead of having to dodge around him, I could have come this way, dropped down behind him and chopped him in the head, which is good to know after the fact, of course. I also found this geezer, nutty bloke, eating on some people, and then he said he wants to find a safe place, but he's a nutty bloke and he's eating people, so I figured that I would put him out of his misery, because look, lots of dead bodies. So yeah, have a chop, but that backfired quite spectacularly when he turned into that hulking bugger. Join me next time when I'll try and kill him.